Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. Welcome to another Link to the Past daily race here on Speed Gaming 2. I am Captain Edge77, joined in the booth by Phoenix Talon. Phoenix, welcome back to the booth.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. Been gone too long. I can't wait to see this fantastic race.
Yeah, we got you a special casual boots race today, in which the SpeckyClip will be allowed, and we will see this in the casual boots tournament coming up here in just about a week's time. If you don't know what SpeckyClip is, we will show you when they get to Swamp Palace. And we will see, as we do have the founder of that clip too in the race. We got Specs in the top right, Tyler Salts in the bottom top right, top left. I know my right from my left, I swear. Tyler Salt, Saz, and Frankie Fusion in the race today, and we are underway.
All right, and here comes our favorite Uncle Check, and Link's house is just some blueberries. That'll be nice when they get in there and they have to open some walls. But the thing is, they've got boots already, so that means they don't need them for the dash breakable walls in the escape.
Yeah, just going to be helpful for when we see the Kakariko play here. Don't have to worry about farming them. So
that's right. And Uncle's got a little bit of change. You always get bombs and money when you don't need them.
Yeah, that's how it usually works.
Mm-hmm. Little heart container and a full magic drop. That's really nice. As soon as we get some items to be able to use magic, that's going to come in handy. So the runners start with boots and sword and casual boots, if you're not familiar with this category. And it's also a normal start. So now they're going to be heading down into Zelda Cell to go rescue the princess. And then they'll have to make their way through the escape on their way to Sanctuary.
Powder in the first chest there.
The thing about this part of the race is it's very execution heavy, and we're going to see how the runners perform all the way through escape and see who actually comes out in the lead. Now, that's not going to determine the lead of the game, but it might give us an idea later. If some runners are closer than others, we can see how they would perform. And of course, as expected, all these runners are performing excellent.
It's our guaranteed small key that we needed to continue on. Just gonna. It's bombs in the guard. It's bombs on the guard pack. No, it's just magic on the guard pack today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our flutie.
Oh, that's convenient. They can take care of that when they're in Kakariko Village. That's going to be a great movement item. That also unlocks the mountain for us, too.
Yeah, a couple things up on the mountain right away. They so choose.
Now, if I remember correctly, the old man is still going to be out of logic unless we find a lamp. But I don't think that'll stop any of them from getting it. But they're definitely going to be leaving here a little bit better off. Having that magic powder is going to be nice for quality of life later if the seed starts coming up short on hearts. Now, they will get a light cone here going through the sewers on their way through the escape. Now, they don't have the lamp. It's just included because the game has been so programmed, and thus there was light.
Yeah. If you ever played the vanilla game and you do not collect the lamp, Zelda will be like, "Where's your lamp at? I can't see."
That's right. Just some sticks, it looks like, in the escape here. So we'll see what happens when they get through Sanctuary. Or actually, no, they can open the walls over here. So we've got 3 more items to get down here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like all the runners are pretty even, with Saws in a slight lead, but not much.
Here's 3 items to the back. There's the map and a heart piece and 5 rupees. Okay, so
Sank Chest has a item.
Yep.
Make sure you pull the right lever.
Yeah, pretty solid execution from Saws and Specs here to get out of escape sub 520. So that's about the right time you want to see it.
That's right. And some more arrows. And of course, now that means we're not even going to find the bow until almost the end of the game, right?
Usually, yeah.
Now they'll all remember, hopefully, to go to Bonk Rocks here. Now, do you think you check the Lumberjack, or do you continue on?
I mean, I would, but I mean, that's just me. I'm always paranoid about what's that Lumberjack, especially when you have, like, boots already, and I think you just go ahead and check it.
Yeah, I think I agree with you as well. Makes sense, get it out of the way, that way you know.
The 2 of them is going to check it here simultaneous.
Frame for
checks.
frame. Oh, I didn't quite see that.
Mushroom? Oh, boy. That's
yeah, that's one of those I owe you one kind of items.
Yeah,
that's a hard decision to make. At what point do you say that mushroom is valuable? And there's a fire rod.
Well, hopefully, we just have to do Aga anyway, and that mushroom just be available.
Absolutely, I would hope so.
But yeah, like knowing about that mushroom now is like, that's kind of
we haven't had a map check yet, so we don't know where they're going to go after Kakariko. But I would be interested once somebody gets to the Dark World to see if that fire rod is going to be required. For example, with Turtle Rock, or are we going to need it to kill Moth or what?
In the blind set here. Yep, everyone going to Kakariko here.
Yeah, no Kak skip today.
Nope. I wouldn't think so, but that early blue, you want to get that activated as soon as possible.
That's right. That red boomerang is nice to see. We'll get to find out what the sun prize is at some point. All right, anything good in the cave? Or the well? Oh, more bombs. Always nice.
More bombs doesn't hurt. Heart piece.
They may still have, unless they pick up more bombs in here, they may still, the book. They may have to actually buy bombs on their way out, but they have plenty of money.
All right, bottle vendor is not a scam today.
Nice. Trade you 100 for 300, profit of 2.
I'll take it. I'll take 8.
All right, get a little fluid activation here. That's going to open up a lot of the world for us, a lot of fast travel options. Let's see what's in the chicken hut. And don't pick up a chicken on the same frame that it moves. More money. Wow. The seed was really starting to scream, Zora, Zora.
Back of the tavern. What do we have? Anything? Oh, more bombs. Okay, we'll take it.
All right. Well, nobody's buying bombs on their way out, I think.
Couple more checks here south of Kakariko here at the library and the race game. Library giving us our first bottle.
So do they go back to the sick kid and turn that in?
Not quite yet. Check the race game. You can flute back the sick kid anytime.
I like that. That's better routing than I would have done. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, Spec's going right to
Oh, interesting.
Eastern Saha play here. Saha's going to go ahead and give us a check of the sick kid.
Mm.
Kid has a master sword.
Oh, Specs is going to want that. How long do you think it is until Specs comes back and turns in that bottle?
Well, there's another bottle. More money and a glove. Okay, well.
Oh, that's fantastic. And it looks like Saws went down to the dam and got the moon pearl.
Okay, well. In one step closer to our Dark World access, and here Specs is now going back to Sick Kid.
Interesting.
You can get that massive sword.
I like it.
Tyler selling that bee right away. You get a little bit more money.
Cane of Berna at the dam.
Okay.
That's great. The seed is just handing out items, but nothing's really giving us a lot of progression yet.
We got three people in South Dark World. We got Tyler still headed up the mountain here, going to rescue the old man out of Logic.
And on the top right of your screen, we have Mini Moldorn Cave. It's just a piece of heart, rupees, blue mail, some more rupees, and the catching net. Let's see what the old man's going to give us. Another little piece of love. Looks like Saws is going to go ahead and get their piece of heart.
One item here in Beck Rock Cave here that is in Logic, but that blue.
Looks like a full heart container on top.
And just 20 rupees inside. So going elsewhere for our progression. So
So that means it's not there. Where do you think? Ice Rod Cave?
Ice Rod Cave. We could beat Desert Palace right now with that glove knowledge at Saha.
That's right, and we have the fire rod for the torches.
Yep. Would not shock me to see Specs head to Desert Palace next. Or maybe...
the single arrow of destiny.
Did it. Alright, Specky gonna go ahead and do some water walking here.
Yeah, with having your boots already, all you have to do is run along the side of that bridge as you're running out the door, and that activates the water walk, and now you can just run off of a ledge, and you've got it. Just don't get hit.
Oh, that's a match temper sword on the desert ledge.
Ooh.
Okay.
3 swords right away. And just love in the waterfall fairy. And fills you with a bee. Okay.
So Saw's headed to Desert Palace without that glove at Saha. Not going to be able to complete it. It's going to get that temper sword if the other checks out of Desert, but...
And I think at this point you go for... now his name is escaping me. I always forget about the old man.
And Zora just giving us a little bit of money back.
So, what do you think? Zora kind of a scam?
No, it's always a scam. It doesn't
Always
matter.
a scam.
Specky
right.
into Hammer. There we go. There's a Dark World access.
That's it.
But yeah, Saw still needs to go over to Saha to get that glove.
That's right.
So Speck's in a good spot here with the hammer. Gonna be able to complete Desert.
Yeah, that early check over to see Saha actually worked out for him. And then now Frankie is about to pick up their glove. So where do you go first after Desert? Now that you know you're going to have Dark World access.
Right to Hype Cave and probably explore some of the Dark World there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sauce gets his hammer. Specky gets his hammer. Sauce got the tempered sword. I'm gonna check a Gina here as well.
Mm. Oh, I missed the map check by Tyler. Did you happen to see them?
I didn't.
Maybe our wonderful trackers will keep us honest at some point.
Tyler into Saha here as well. Gonna get that glove. And probably head to Desert himself. Well, Sa's going over the magic bat here with the hammer now.
That's actually a really good call. Makes sense to check this before you even head into the Dark World, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's something you can do. It's on the way to the Dark World portal. You know, I like this play. I take the extra minute. Bombos.
Bombos? Okay.
Wow. So we have a potential medallion, once we know what the other locked ones are. But that's very interesting that the seed would give us Bombos and Fire Rod this early on. I think that that makes Ice Palace clearable with the hammer.
They still need the mitts.
We still need mitts, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get inside.
Alright, Sa's finally getting that glove, saying, oops, should have came here first.
And you blink and you miss it. Specs killed Lemolis. Getting our first crystal.
And Sa says, I got Dark World access. I'm going to Dark World. We'll worry about Desert later.
Well, Saw's cleared most of Desert, so it's really just getting back to the boss and finishing it off. But that's going to be a little extra time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while Frankie having a little bit of trouble with the quick kill on Lamolus, but getting it done just the same. And getting their crystal. It looks like Tyler is about to pick up their tempered sword and then head on back and possibly take care of Lamolus. So just be
pendant, pod, pendant, ice palace, and everything else is a crystal. Some kind of Thieves Town is 5/6. Okay.
And into Thieves Town, Saz goes. And the hook shot.
Oh, nice find
So
there. Okay.
that opens up Eastern Death Mountain.
Yep.
Okay, and our tracker is saying that means Pyramid Fairy is in logic as well. Once those dungeons are completed, of course, yes. Interesting. So it's neat that Specs and Saz both chose different dungeons to go into, but both are, equally good. I think at this point, I don't think we have a reason to go into one over the other.
Certainly makes sense. Scope was here. Got the early fire rod. It's a crystal. Go ahead.
Yeah, just knock it out. That's right.
Should be fairly simple with that tempered sword. So we'll see.
Yeah. They ever fix the bug about having gold sword with moth that it doesn't do that damage? It still does tempered?
They did. They did
fine?
Actually, yes.
Oh, nice. Not that it applies here. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Just got to make sure you keep moth off the spikes. And what a great kill!
I blinked. What happened? What I missed?
You blink and you miss it. Moth is down. Crystal number 2 for Specs.
Saz has to be careful here. Oh, fights the flippers.
Ooh.
Hookshot and flippers in Thieves Town. We get
Confirmed.
the trifecta for Swamp.
Confirmed left side swamp. If it's easy to get in, it doesn't want you to leave. Saw's using that magic powder. Like I said, quality of life. Nice to have. And Spec's going to go ahead and Death Warp to get out front.
Yeah.
And Tyler's giving us a Spike Cave check. This is great.
Interesting. Okay, well, yeah,
it
got
is.
that key to burn now. It is in logic.
It is in logic. And this is probably a play a lot of runners are not going to do right away. Unfortunately, it's just some money. That would have been big if that was something.
Yeah. We got Frank Confusion into Skull Woods here. Saw's about to take on Blind.
Nice scripted fight.
Get a first look at Hype Cave here on Spec's side as well.
All right, chat. So is Hype Cave going to be hype? Money, more money, bombs, and more bombs. Not hype at all.
No.
Wah, wah, wah. Not hype at all. And Saw's picking up their first crystal because they had not completed Desert Palace. Because
headed to the pyramid.
Interesting. So we'll get to see what's on Pyramid Ledge at least. And we got saws down in the brewery. I missed what was on Ledge. Did you see it?
I think it was a green rupee.
Green rupee. Okay. And saws picking up the shield. So nothing to see there. Move along. And C-shape house coming up. Just some more bombs. Bombs are everywhere. You get a bomb, and you get a bomb.
Specs and magic bag here. Can get that Bombos medallion. Expect Specs headed to Thieves Town next here. All
So
three
they're
of
just,
our other runners can be at Skull Woods. All right.
yeah, they're just gonna do each other's dungeons that they've already done. So that'll be great. Chat, who thinks mushroom will be needed? I'm voting mushroom needed. Not because I want to see our runners in pain. I just enjoy good entertainment. Saw's doing the moth fight. Be careful. Saw's making it not as clean, but still a good fight.
Oh, hey, Kata Samaria in
I like that.
Skull Woods. Okay.
I like that. Oh, and there's our other item.
Okay.
So 2 items out of Skull Woods. We're done with that. And Spec says, peace. See you later. I like Cape on Mushroom. I like that. That's a good one. I like Ice Rod on Mushroom better. Yeah, I don't know if I would do Aga in the dark with just Fire Rod. I mean, it is, if my understanding is correct, that is logical access, isn't it?
Not with the Fire Rod. No,
Not
Lamp
with
is hard. Yeah, Lamp is hard required for Aga.
Lamp is still hard required? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there's some dark rooms where Fire Rod makes it logical, but I think what are those? Just Escape and...
yeah, like Dark Cross is in logic. Yeah. Armos Nice, depending on what the big key is, could be in logic.
Right. That's right. It's all coming back to me.
Any room with a torch is in logic.
Right.
Yeah, Specs picking up their hook shot.
That's right. Yeah, the first dark room doesn't have torches.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, runners in the thieves sound now. As Saz gets his second item out of skull, saves equipment, is probably gonna head up to the mountain here, I would think.
I think that's a good play. You've got Hookshot, you've got Eastern Death Mountain. Well, you got like Paradox Cave,
Paradox, Spiral Cave.
Spiral Cave. Do you have Super Bunny Cave?
No, not without
not without mitts, right? Because you don't have any Dark Death Mountain access. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
they can get up there. They can do Hera and do all those things. Stuff on.
My vote is mitts and Paradox, so that we can get a double clear here. I just want to see what's on the top of Turtle Rock.
Mitz is on Bumper Ledge. Oh, we need the cape. Okay.
Oh, okay. I missed
That's
that.
Why
okay.
Yeah, I did too. Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
There's the mirror.
Nice. Okay.
Now we have swamp access. Quake as well.
Another potential medallion.
So yeah, we're gonna be on the lookout for that cape to get our mitts.
Well then, yes, I like cape on mushroom. I like that very much.
Yes, chat always voting for chaos here on Speed Gaming.
I love it.
Saz headed to Tower of Hera. Check out Ether Tablet here as well. And get Dead Rock.
Oh,
not quite.
Almost.
Ether Tablet has a little bit of love.
Just a little bit. In the meantime, Specs and Frankie doing blind. Specs deciding to use Berna for that last little bit of the script. Frankie also sticking to the script very well. I say that and then gets hit. Commentator's curse. I'm sorry. Forgive me. All right, so it looks like we're getting set up for a Herapot here.
Yep.
Excellent
Get our
execution.
first. Yeah, we got our first item there in the lobby chest. There's 3 bombs, so on the lookout for one more item in Hera. And if we get it, we don't have to do the basement at all.
Good point.
Compass. Okay, well, 50-50 shot if the last item's on Moldorm here, or it's in the big chest.
So do you drop down, or do you do Moldorm first?
Oh, you don't have the big key yet, so you can't do the big chest.
you know what? You're right. I totally.
Yeah. That's just that's
just
kind of the
ignore
beauty
me.
and kind of the beauty and the horror of Herapod that you skip the big key, but there's an item in the big chest.
True. Now, a big chest or a big key on Moldorm. That would be fun. Oh,
and
no.
we do have an item in the big chest.
Oh, so, worst case.
Probably skip it for now, but we'll come back to it.
And Stumpy gives us money.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Saz is gonna head over here to Spiral Cave and then head over to Swamp.
Frankie finding out that Hype Cave is not so hype, and Saw's just getting some money out of Spiral Cave. All right, looks like you called it. Saw's is going to go ahead and do Swamp. Meanwhile, Specs is doing Paradox. So named because you go up to go down.
Isn't that a song? You got to get up to get down. And there's
Yeah.
some lyric and there's some
Yeah, never gonna keep me down. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Saws hadn't done Hype Cave yet. Ooh, and Frankie is gonna give us the Pyramid Fairy. Look at this.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I definitely makes sense. He hasn't been up the mountain yet to get the flippers yet, so good to get this out of the way. So
that's right.
Okay, Pyramid Fairy. What do you got? $50 and a piece of heart.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that mushroom's looking more and more appealing. Of course, like you pointed out, we still need the lamp for something like that.
Yeah, if we find the lamp here in the swamp, then I'd be a little worried about that mushroom.
Oh, yeah. So if you're Saws right now, you don't want to find lamp in here.
Yeah, you're just really hoping to find that cape right now.
Mm-hmm. Now, does Saws know about the ledge? The bumper ledge?
I'm not sure.
Just some arrows, but that's still an item. Oh, you know what? Specs did the same thing I would have done.
There's the SpeckyClip on Sal's side.
Oh, there it was.
You missed it. Yep.
Blink and it's gone.
Yep, you just bypass the whole hammer and you can save a key.
Yeah, it skips that whole room to the north, doesn't it?
Yep.
Which has got to be the dumbest room in the game. Oh, big key. Get to check the chest on it. Now, are you going to go ahead and go back all the way to the back, or are you going to go ahead and do left side right now if you're Saws?
You do left side here because you do not have a lot of checks left right now. So you go ahead and do them. Because if you know about the miss, you're trying to look for that cave. You just want to find them. Get them out of the way. And we're going to see another piece of tech here in Swamp Palace. As soon as these enemies out of the way, this is Diver Down. And as soon as Saws can line it up correctly, there we go.
Excellent. Allows you to go ahead and grab that key with the room flooded. So it saves you from having to go down there, get the key, come back, trigger the switch, flood the room, and then swim across.
Specs headed to Swamp Palace as well. Or no, wait.
Oh.
Do some mirror checks first.
I don't think, Spec didn't do K45 or Stumpy, right?
Yeah. Left side swamp, get a piece of heart.
Just
and a compass. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still peace of mind knowing that you don't have to come back over here after killing the boss, because nobody wants to come back in after Argus.
Yeah, you already got the big key, so you're not going to have to come back in for anything. So,
And we just had a 20 over on Spec side over in K45. So the 20, would that be boots?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was going to be the logical location for boots. Interesting.
Well, there's no logic.
Or it wouldn't be logic. Yeah.
It's not logical implication. It's just placed there because it had to place it somewhere. So.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Another diver down here.
Right. And Anything else in Swim? There's the map. There's half magic.
Oh, it's not progression, but that's good quality of life right there. It'll make Ice Palace a lot easier.
There's the cave.
There it is. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Well, Aga looking less likely now. Commentator sad.
Yeah.
But I bet that's a really big relief for Saws right now, knowing that they can just go get those mitts whenever they have a chance. And Frankie into their Moldorm fight right now.
Oh, got a poke in. He's low anger. He's fine.
Yeah. A lot of health. Blue male. Doing fine. And Argus is down for Saws. Nice.
Yep.
Mm.
Here's a good look at that SpeckyClip here. Place the bomb down, get hit by the bomb, hook shot. Oh, well. Specky, you messed up your own trick. Good job.
Oh, we need to give him hell for that when he comes in for the interviews. And then
yeah. Yep.
Not feeling it today.
Good.
So it looks like Frankie is going ahead and grabbing that big key.
Okay. I mean, if this is something useful, this could be big for him.
Indeed. What else could there be out here still? Ice Rod could be in there. Right? Yeah.
Ice Rod. A bow would be interesting.
Yeah, we still need a bow. Because bow would still be technically required, for Ganon? Or Ganon's tower.
Yeah, Decline GD, yeah.
Right. So this is Saws. What is this here, do you think? Saws didn't do any of these checks yet. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, he's give us a check of the man under the bridge.
And nothing with the big key in Hera.
Okay. Well. Becky finishing up their Swamp Palace. That's how to enter Swamp Palace.
So at this point, if you're Saws, I'm guessing Saws does not know about the cape and the bumper ledge. Not unlike myself, who didn't know.
Yeah, it's very possible that he doesn't realize it just yet.
Mm-hmm. So when does Saws get around to actually checking that, do you think? Because Saws still has desert to do, which is very far from that check in the Dark World.
Good question. I don't know. We'll see.
So Spec's going over into the Dark World near Pod. Do you think this is a Pod play? That doesn't really
It certainly looks like a pod play, yeah.
So that would mean that Specs doesn't know about Bumper Ledge either. Which one of our runners actually knows?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out whichever one goes there right after getting Cape.
Yeah.
Oh, Frankie knows. Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Frankie's got a knowledge advantage over the other runners at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And that could make it huge, especially if there's nothing in pod. Because depending on how this goes, what is it, like 4 or 5 keys in the front? Something like that. It takes a long time to get through pod.
It does, yeah.
Now, if there is something in pod, this could be big. Because that's going to be a long time before Frankie will get back over here.
Yep. There are 6 chests in the front of pod. 4 of them guaranteed to be keys. Sometimes it's 5. I've even seen 6 small keys in front, but
oh my goodness.
It's rare, but yeah, it happens. We'll see.
It was the one that did
Good point. Oh, ice rotted pod though. That's okay.
That's big. So Saws and Specs are going to have that. There's no way that they don't pick that up.
Yeah, and Specs says, I am good.
Says, I got what I came for. I'm out of here. Now, you go into Eastern. Vanilla Bow, anyone? All right, now Frankie getting the really good news and giving us a couple of slashes to let us know. Probably a huge relief. And we're getting the Mimic clip over here from Saws. Looks great. Yep, that's perfect.
Yep.
You just get that Mimic to go off the screen, the game thinks all the enemies are dead, and open sesame.
Yeah. I'll use the 2 small keys, guaranteed.
Yep.
Yeah, in case you missed it, there were 2 small items in the front of pod, which means pod is full locked.
Well,
which is why I think, which is why Specs left, I think, because he's
right.
Like, full locked, so.
That's really good. That's when knowledge of the key layouts really comes in handy in key logic. Yeah.
Evil mirror shield in Eastern.
Oh, no.
Don't like this.
They used to call it the lag shield. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, but
and our last medallion.
Ether medallion, okay.
So no matter what, we can open everything.
Yep. That's very interesting now. So we got Ether medallion. Okay, see, like, this dark hallway here in pod, this is in logic with the fire rod, as there are torches in this room, so we could find the lamp in here.
It's just a key there. And some money.
Okay.
So that's interesting that we can open up everything now as far as Mire and Turtle Rock. So we don't have to do a medallion hunt. We know that we've got the ice rod. We know where mitts are. The mushroom is looking less and less required unless lamp is on mushroom or something.
Which it can't be.
Which it can't be because it's, locked by Aga. So really what's left? You could have, to punish the runners. You could have bow on mushroom.
It could just be a bow.
Could be bow, yeah.
That's literally it.
I really want Aga to happen. I want it.
I don't think it's going to. I'm sorry, but
yeah, knowing my luck, it's shovel on mushroom. Oh, how evil would that be? Mushroom leads to shovel leads to bow. Could we do that, please? And we got our mitts.
Yeah, Frankie says, "Yep, I knew these were here. I'm getting them." All right, now we got a lot more checks up the mountain. Ice Palace. We could go do Pendant Ice.
Oh, right to Meyer. Meyer Shed.
Meyer Shed.
Yeah.
We can get into we could beat Meyer without a lamp if you're comfortable enough.
Be difficult without a bow, but yeah, certainly doable. That's right. Frankie doesn't have the knowledge of all the medallions yet, so that could be something.
It looks like it was Quake for Meyer, so he does have Quake, so he can't get into Meyer here.
Oh, there's the shovel. Oh.
All right.
And Specs is about to get their mitts. Looks like my hopes were dashed for Mushroom Shovel bow.
Yeah. Checkerboard Cave has Piece of Heart.
Yeah, I agree. Specs is definitely ahead now with those mitts. But didn't we see... Yeah, so Meyer was Quake, so we don't know if Ether is required yet. So Specs is going to go ahead and get that knowledge. Frankie's actually going to open. Do you think just go right on in? Like, why not, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, bow and I would say is lamp logically required for some rooms in Turtle Rock?
There are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but you know, go mode is such a loose idea when it's related to dark rooms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's probably logically required, but you could do it. They could do it. I can't do it. They're much better than me.
Right, Tyler, third one to the mitts.
So do we get a Godmire here? Nope. No big key.
Well, Tyler going to give us some mirror checks here. Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb.
Oh, this is stuff we haven't seen yet. This is great. If Bo is down here, this would be fantastic. I think the other runners are kind of hoping it's just in line, right? Following the ABCD of Zelda, always be clearing dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Just some money and Graveyard Ledge.
And there's our Vicky and Meyer.
And King's Tomb is just some money also. So nothing happening here.
Okay, Specky is pretty much go moding Meyer here. I think he's thinking, I don't need a bow.
It is possible. You can do bowless Ganon.
If you know how to mimic clip in GT, you do not need the bow.
Mm-hmm. But we still don't know if that Ether Medallion is required.
That is true. That could be a thing still.
Mm-hmm.
Good job there. Using the knowledge of the bonk into the hook shot to the switch. Good job moving through this minor dark room. Not the easiest dark room to get through, but doing a good job.
Absolutely not. And no spooky action, of course, which don't even know how you would try to set that up under the conditions you have.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. Getting a nice little health refill before this fight. It's not trivial, but it is made easier with the cape and tempered, and half magic, of course. Frankie getting ready to enter their boss fight as well. And now all we have to find out is what Turtle Rock is. So Specs is saying, I'm in go mode. I'm going to do this. You think they just beeline straight for Turtle Rock and say, maybe Bo's on the way?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, straight up the mountain, you got Paradox, Hookshot Cave to check as well. And if TR is Ether, then, well...
So if you're Specs, do you bother checking Super Bunny, Hookshot Cave, any of those on your way up? I mean, it's kind of on the way, right?
Maybe after TR.
Okay.
I mean, I can't mimic it myself. I probably would check it after, but we'll see what Specs wants to do.
I, too, would like to see the special Ganon text for not having a bow.
Yeah, he calls you a dingus, saying, you have no bow, you dingus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bow in GT basement? That's cruel. All right, and we have the medallion for this. We get to go in.
Okay. Double Quake, so either not required, Bombo's not required.
No.
Imagine not being punished for going through our pod and just finding everything else you need. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, commentator's curse notwithstanding, this seed has been extremely linear, just taking you from one spot to the next, to the next, to the next. The only outstanding item is bow, and really, it's looking like that's more of a option if you've got the ability to not need it.
You know, fortunate thing here for Frankie here, he is going up the mountain here without the ice rod in pod, so just kind of hoping the ice rod would be up here on the mountain, which we know is not the case, but
that is unfortunate. But that also might mean we'll get to see things like Super Bunny and Hookshot and that sort of. Well, it looks like we're going to get Super Bunny right here.
Yeah.
And Tyler also doesn't have the ice rod.
Yeah, had the dip pod there for the ice rod in the big key chest.
And Super Bunny, nothing. And we're into the chain chomp. Do we got anything nice in here? No, just a map. At least we know where we're going.
Yeah, Hookshot Cave, 20 rupees. Piece of heart. A ball.
Okay.
A fall.
Oh, no. Oh. At least you don't have to reset the room.
And a piece of heart. Okay, so nothing going on in Super Buddy or Hookshot Cave. So, but yeah, you see Specs not even checking the lava chest, or he is completely go moding these dungeons.
That's right. It says, nope, I know what to do.
Oh, I just got word. There's a Bo and Meyer
I just saw that. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay. So that could potentially have Tyler head over to the pod, get the ice rod, and he will be at definite go mode after that. So,
Yeah. And this is just unfortunate for Frankie, because Frankie is already done with Meyer and is probably not getting back there anytime soon.
yeah.
And that's not exactly on the path where Tyler found that bow. So that's an out-of-the-way check that the runners probably wouldn't do. We know Specs didn't do it. We know Frankie didn't do it. The big question, would Saws do it? Well, no, Saws already didn't do it. So, yeah. So that's interesting.
And it's all dependent on how well your memory clips are.
And there's a bow for
there's a bow on Laser Bridge.
The Laser Bridge.
Well, all right. Well, yeah, Specs is now officially in go mode, so about an hour in. So, all right.
And there you go.
Hashtag never punished. All right.
And just like said, it's on the path. So that means Frankie needs to get over to Pod just to get that ice rod. So everybody send your good vibes towards Frankie. Frankie, go to Pod. Yeah. Frankie, go to Pod.
See, I think he's going to do some mirror checks here.
And here comes our Trinex fight from Specs. It's always incredible to watch these runners do Trinex, and I still have trouble with Trinex. You get your rhythm just a little bit off, and Trinex becomes a bully. What a great kill.
Well, that is crystal number 7. I think it's time to play a little guessing game here.
And what game is that, pray tell, Captain?
Why, there's... Okay, get your guesses in chat. What do you think the GT big key might be? 1 through 22?
I personally like to go with 7. That's just mine.
And I go doubles, 14.
14. I used to say 22 just to punish, and then one time it happened and they said stop.
Fair enough.
Ooh, tile room. Oh, you're so mean. And looks like Tyler Saul is about to enter Turtle Rock without Ice Rod. So send some positive vibes toward Tyler to go get that. Oh, good. Okay. Don't go in there yet. All right. Specs heading to the left. Going to go ahead and get the torch. Little key. That's good. Choosing to continue left. Pretty standard. Four, 5, 6, nothing yet. And if it's the next check, then I win. Oh, that's 5. Oh, okay, I can't count. Well, I meant in this room. There we go. Now we go. Oh, bombs. All right, I failed.
Okay.
Oh, not gonna do tile room. Skipping it.
Yeah. Tile room's always last.
Oh yeah, that's so true. Yeah, you would do tile room if you know you're like way behind or you feel like you are, and then that'd be a gold sword.
Right. Gold sword. Number 9, single rupee. 10 arrows. 11, piece of heart.
Oh, we're getting closer, Captain. I think you might be right.
We'll see. Number 12 will be double firebar room, also called map chest, also called annoying chest. Just stalky. Okay, Saw's in the TR now with the ice rod gonna be in go mode here, so as he hits laser bridge.
And looks like Frankie is doing purple chest right now. No, Frankie, go to pod. Chat, you're not trying hard enough. Frankie's doing checks that we don't need to do.
13, compass.
Ice Rod was in pod.
Yep, big key chest and pod.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pendant pod for that matter. So it's not really any incentive to go in there.
Alright, moment of truth. Number 14, coming up here. Am I right? No.
Oh. But are you in the right room? 16. 17.
Tile room intensifies. Just 4 more checks outside of the tile room here.
Oh, 18. Bombs. Yeah, bombs. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and do our ice Armos. Oh, yeah. If Frankie's thinking that mushroom, that could be very bad for Frankie. See, I should have never said anything, right? Here we go. Oh, who called it?
Nice vanilla. 19.
Who called it? Who called it? Doesn't look like
nope.
anyone. No one.
Nobody did. No, Kev, that doesn't count. No.
Is this even randomized? Is this even randomized? So now Specs is going to go ahead and do the climb here. And we'll see some really good playing here, I think. So Saws is going to run into the bow also in line, getting over to Laser Bridge. So where do you think the lamp was in all this? Because even with all these checks that Frankie's doing, we haven't come across the lamp yet.
Ice Palace.
Ice Palace. That would
it's very possible, yeah.
It is possible, but that's just mean. It's another pendant. Another pendant dungeon. Specs making very short work of these rooms here, putting on a clinic.
No, we saw here a big chest. That wasn't it.
Yeah. And Saw's finding the bow there on Laser Bridge. As Specs take care of Lamolus 2. I love that trick. Exploding wizard robes. in that one. I think maybe that one's my favorite.
Yeah.
The trig's actually, it looks a lot easier than it is. It's hard to pull off. You got to put that block exactly in the right spot or it doesn't work. All right, Saw's just getting done with Trinex here in a minute, or second. Because we're speed running, we don't work in minutes, we work in seconds. Excellent, nice kill. Specs with Moldorm 2. With the smaller platform.
Specs opening up chest, hoping to find that other bow, that funny bow there.
Yeah, hoping to maybe get silvers out of it, right?
Yeah. Well,
Now,
we know where the other bow is, so.
I was going to say, we know where it is, yeah.
Yeah, the Aga 2 fight.
And Saw's entering GT. Saying, I can go kill Ganon. So it looks like we're going to see a gold sword, silverless Ganon. So it shouldn't be that difficult of a fight. That said, you could still get knocked off. And if you did, depends on how that goes, you might give Saws a chance to catch up. But I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I think it's 8 spins, something like that. It's been a while for me, too. No, I expect this fight's going to go very quick. Entering the next part of the Ganon fight, where the floor starts to drop away on the edges. Yeah, I saw that Frankie went to ice. Oh my gosh. It's very unfortunate. But maybe we find the lamp. As somebody suggested.
Maybe we'll see where the lamp is at.
And Spec's missing torch glitch, but that's fine because, you know, half magic, so...
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Should be okay. But if you didn't have half magic, that's not something you want to miss. Oh no, I'm actually freezing him instead of getting the spin off. Yeah, you want to time your spins just as Ganon is teleporting away. You know, I said Specs was going to be fine, but we're starting to run out of magic here. How many spins is that so far?
I think he has a green potion.
Okay.
I don't think... Yeah, if he didn't have a green potion, he'd be switching the lamp. Oh,
there we go.
Yeah,
okay, very good.
I'll say he's going to switch the lamp, but he doesn't have lamp.
No, we still haven't found it yet. Maybe it's here.
Good memory aspects, probably remember that you have that green potion there.
Yeah, I didn't remember that the green potion was there. But yeah, didn't Specs go over to the mushroom house to go ahead and get that green potion?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
should be about done though.
Yeah, I was
There
gonna
it
say,
is.
yeah, and get your GGs in chat for Specs.
Specs finishing second place overall. First place on the race team with 1:14.10.
GGs, Specs.
And of course, first place overall went to Jim because Jim is really good at this mode. Finishing with the 1:13.31.
Wow, just in there, isn't it?
Yep.
Almost like you would call that sniping it, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, less than a minute. That's great. That's a close race.
Yeah.
It
And
looks
we are
like
now joined by Specs. GG, Spec.
Thank you guys for calling me and tracking in the restream. I heard I had some restream issues, so sorry about that.
Oh no, it was great. What a great game you played there, Specs. Although we do have to rib you a little bit.
Oh yeah?
Of all the runners that did the SpeckyClip, Specky is the one that didn't get it.
Yeah, I felt bad. I'm like, oh my god. Of course I'm gonna miss it on restream. I'm guessing I grabbed an item drop or something and it messed it up. And I'm like, I could mirror out, but that's slower, so it felt bad. But I'm glad it was a good laugh at least.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic, and what a show that you put on for us. I'm curious, were you saying, look, go mode, if I find bow, great, but if not, I can do it? Were you thinking about that mimic clip in GT?
Yeah, I pretty much knew. I'm like, I can mimic clip if I have to. I mostly just practice it in pod. My pod mimic clip is very fast, and so I can just do that in GT and it's good enough. So I can do it all right. And then I had a suspicion, I'm like, because nothing was bow locked in Eastern or pod, which is I was following that logic when I went in those dungeons. They were both bow locks, that's why I didn't go any deeper into pod or Eastern, which helped out. I'm like, bow is probably just in GT. There was one in Mire too, but I figured I'm probably gonna get a bow anyway, and if I don't, it's fine. And I'm really happy I got the ice rod before I knew where mitts were, because otherwise I would have last located that.
And
yeah.
There are a couple of runners doing that right now, unfortunately. But it looks like Frankie's in the right place. What was it that made Frankie not go to pod and you go to pod first? I'm trying to remember what it was.
I think Specky just went to pod because of not knowing where the mitts were, probably.
Exactly.
That's what it was. It was Mitts not having that knowledge, because Frankie scouted Bumper Ledge first, was the only one of the runners that had scouted it previously. And so by not doing that.
In this seed, if you check Bumper Ledge, you were a little more thorough, it would actually hurt you, because in Kaz boots where you have to be, I'll say a bit, you have to be kind of cutthroat with what you check. You have to skip a lot to really do well, because it's so fast. So if you check Bumper Ledge, you get mitts first once you find the cape in a swamp. You're not going to pod. You are hoping your ice rod is on Dark Mountain, or it's in TR. And pods, you'll do that after TR fails you, but that's just what you're gonna do. So I'm glad I didn't scout Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, and it was so clean. Once you got that, you beelined every location was correct. You just hit every single mark. The seed was. Did it feel linear to you? Because that's what it looked like to us out here.
It was pretty linear, and having the late mitts helps a lot with that, and where Ice Rod was. And honestly, not having the bow and the bow being where it was and everything being bow locked helped a lot with Eastern and pod. It was a really linear seed. I did make a lot of skips, like a skip left side. That's reasonable here. I didn't do Reginas. I messed up in Skull Woods. I saved and quit by accident. instead of saving and continuing, and I had to walk all the way back. That felt bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
then I
just a
botched
cannon.
again and
You
fight.
didn't need that, did you? It was just a
No.
cannon. No big deal.
Yeah, you
I
could have
would've
gotten
bad.
out.
The Ganon fight went bad for me. I had a feeling I might miss the fire rod shot because I'm nervous. I haven't practiced the fire rod shot for torch glitch in a while.
Right.
And then I missed it, but I'm like, I got the green potion by luck in the big key chest area of GT. So I'm like, okay, I have the magic even if I botched the fight, but I botched it really hard. So I'm gonna have to go practice the torch glitch with fire rod and doing the fight with fire rod without torch glitch, so that I actually know what to do. Because I did not know what to do. I'm just happy I had lots of magic.
Yeah, and that's something that we were saying is if you didn't have the half magic or the green potion, you would have had to go find something. You wouldn't have been able to continue that fight. So,
Yeah. I
but-
ran into the fight knowing that might happen, and I was prepared to just leave, mirror, go buy like 3 potions, and come back if I had to.
Yeah, and that would have been obviously the right call. So that's good that you already had that in mind. I'm glad that you were able to find that half magic in line. Everybody was able to get that because that really sped up the seed. It seemed like.
I think that was also in the back of Swamp. Yeah, no one should miss that.
Right,
The
exactly.
green potion someone might miss in GT though if they don't grab the last couple chests.
Oh, so it was GT where you got it. That's right. Okay.
It was
I
right
thinking-
behind the big key.
Okay, I was thinking because one of the runners actually went to go buy a potion. I guess that was Saws went and bought a blue potion. That's right. Okay. Now I remember.
Honestly, smart knowing you might be doing a fire rod, silverless Ganon. In hindsight, I probably should have got one. I got one by luck, so it didn't matter. But knowing I was probably gonna miss the torch glitch because I hadn't done it in a while, I probably should have bought a potion like
Oh
Saws
no!
did.
And Saws just missed their torch glitch too, so they're in their Ganon
Yeah.
fight. But they don't
Yeah, when
have
they're-
a gold sword.
Oh, they
Yeah,
didn't get
they-
a compass system, did they?
Nope.
Yeah, so that means that they're going to have a slower Ganon fight, and I think they just used one of their potions, so I think all that's left is the green potion right now.
Yeah, the important thing to remember about using the torch glitch with the fire rod is you can't stand right next to it. You have to be a little bit further away from it. If you're standing right next to it, it will not light.
Yeah, it's different when you have the lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which Frankie did manage to find. Was that an ice palace?
I think it was a nice palace, yeah.
Oh, wow, you
Oh.
called that. You really called that.
Of course, it's a nice palace.
Yeah, so logically then, Ice Palace was required, at least not fully, but to go get the lamp. And then that means that Pod was also required to get, the ice rod. So that's 2 pendant dungeons that you had to dip, but not complete.
Tyler,
Yeah.
Tyler, no.
No,
Tyler, what are you doing?
No, don't
Oh,
do that.
no.
No. Oh, sad.
I'm curious to see what Potion Shop has.
And get your GGs in chat for Saws, finishing with a 122.17. GGs.
He's going to take 4th place overall, but 3rd place going to Doom Tap with a 118.42.
I mean, I know I joked about it, but and we are joined in the booth by Saws. GG.
Oh, GG sauce.
GG's.
You saws.
That was a great Ganon fight you did there with the tempered sword. I know you missed Torch Glitch, but that was still really nice how you pulled that off. Good job on that.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, I was watching a lot of GDQ today, the sort of Crash Bandicoot run. They were talking about cycles, and I was just thinking about how this is one game where if you sort of have that muscle memory for how you do things, and if anything messes that up, it confuses you. So yeah, I was very happy to get through that.
Oh, great.
Good.
Yeah, and you did a great run too. You were, other than Specs, you were one of the ones that found the ice rod right away, where the other 2 runners didn't find it until late. Well, Tyler still is looking for their ice rod. So that was great. So you also did not scout Bumper Ledge, right?
No,
okay.
I got the 2 items out of Skull Woods, and then I was able was able to go up the mountain. So I think as soon as I got that second item, I just save and quit and just went straight to it.
So was it just more of a question of item density? You said this makes sense, so I'm going to head over to pod.
I was just heading towards crystals.
Oh, okay.
This felt like it was quite quick. Like, you know, obviously everything gets skewed by gem finishing 113. They're always going to finish in that time, but this was a sort of seed where it's just like, yeah, this is definitely under 80 minutes. So gotta just go to the crystals.
Right. That makes sense. But yeah, great run, and you also got all 3 medallions, so that was something else that you got. So you didn't have any worries there. Was there anything that concerned you with the seed as you were going through?
Nothing that concerned, although I was a bit sad to see a bow on Laser Bridge. I was hoping there wouldn't be one, just because that's like, you know, I can do Mimic Clip in GT. So.
Yeah, we saw you do the Mimic Clip in pod already, so we knew you knew how to Mimic Clip. So, I mean,
yeah, and that was brilliant.
Of course, the other bow was in Mire too, so if you didn't see that,
I agree, Styles. I was a little sad about the bow. I was almost excited to have a Mimic Clip seed. Like, you planned to have a SpeckyClip seed, and then you went with the Mimic Clip seed. Like, it just seemed a funny change. But then you just get an easy bow. I was a little bit sad almost.
Yeah. It's amazing as well how, obviously, I don't have the muscle memory for SpeckyClip. And so, it took me like a second, but it's so fast, man. It's so fast. I literally just watched Gern's video once before this race, and I was like, right, got it. And just, yeah, first try as well. It's so fast.
I'm glad you got it. I actually messed it up and had to pull the stem switch. And use the hammer and everything. It was sad. I got like the Harapot thing where like I think you pick up it has a high altitude. So I had to pull the switch. It felt sad. But I'm glad it went well for you.
Thanks. I'm sad it didn't go well for you. You know, it's your clip. How can you not get it?
I'm just glad it was funny. I had a laugh when it happened to me. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh no, poor Tyler. This feels so bad. And yes, it was me that said I want to see Aga. I take it back. I don't want to see Aga anymore.
How could he be here? That would be...
It's because the mushroom, yeah. But Tyler never went into pod.
I had to look at this mushroom twice because I saw the bottom of it and I was like, what is that? I don't remember what that is.
Oh. Well, I guess we'll find out what mushroom is.
Yeah, it can't be anything useful at this point.
No. It's arrows, bombs, money. I think we've seen most all of those, though.
It's
arrows. Oh, I feel bad. Next time I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Well, at least we know what was there.
True. Very true.
Tyler could pick this up. He only has 14 arrows. You know, he might have liked them.
Yeah, that'd help on the climb. But Tyler also sitting with silver, because they did find the bow in Mire.
Oh yeah, because the other one was in Laser Bridge. Yeah, not in GT. Okay.
Right.
Well, they got that, and they have Lamp. They'll have a better Ganon fight.
That's right. So their cleanup should be a lot faster, for sure.
Yeah.
And they're definitely in the right path right now, going, to pod. So this can't feel good. Definitely last location, but at least it's going to be a finish.
I'm betting Tyler was just kind of like, people have already finished. I probably I saw somewhere silly I missed. I might as well have fun and grab the mushroom. Knowing Tyler, that's probably what they were thinking. Like, I'm just gonna have fun. See what the mushroom has.
Lamp was in Ice Palace, Sauce. I don't remember the chest in Ice Palace, but it was an Ice Palace.
Oh my god.
Iced tea.
Oh, really? Iced tea?
Yeah, it's like the deepest part of Ice Palace. Yeah, it was.
Oh, man.
Having Mitts as Go mode was so good. Always love to see it.
Yeah, that we were saying how the seed kind of seemed linear. Is that what it felt to you as well? Just kind of directing you towards those mitts?
Yeah. I mean, I sort of, as soon as I knew that mitts was my Go mode, I just clicked off a couple of things on the map that obviously it couldn't be. And then I was basically like I've got the south end of Village of Outcasts and then the north end, and obviously did the south first. So yeah,
Well, that's got to feel good then.
yeah.
I mean, whenever you can say, "Oh, you know, I just skipped all these checks that everybody else is stuck doing right now." Yeah. Although I don't know, I think chat had pointed out earlier on, after both of you had gone over to pod, they said, "Hey, you know what? It makes sense to just go to pod anyway because of the number of checks and how many things you can get through." But then, as you found out, Spec, you were talking about how it was bow locked. So it's like, well, you can only go so far in. So what do you guys think about that? You know, figuring out that it's bow locked, and now, you know, you said, "Oh, I made this decision and it was right."
I mean, you see enough seeds where bow is in Turtle Rock, where especially this being sort of open, the 7-7, you just like. There's a couple of things where you can sequence break, and you're just like, logic's a bit of a suggestion sometimes.
True that.
Yeah, I could see Mimic clipping there, because as you said, yeah, it could have been, your bow's in TR, but then your Ice Rod still could have been in a Bullock part of pod, or in Mitts, or not Mitts in this situation, but the Ice Rod could have been. Did you get the Ice Rod after Mimic clipping?
Yeah, I did. That was the last chest that I opened.
God, okay, I did that first, so I'm like, I doubt, most likely my mitts aren't behind the Mimic clip, so I'm like, I'm gonna leave. But if I did I could see how you would do the opposite way. That makes sense.
Gotta say, Spec, GG's on a 114, that's incredible. Keeping pace with Gem as well.
Thank you. My Ganon fight was not great, but other than that, I basically just got lucky with everything went my way.
Yeah.
Thank you. And your time is very good too. So.
Yeah, both of you had some fantastic times that you put up there. Second and fourth is really good. And now Tyler is going to go ahead and do... How far did Tyler get here? It should just be a straight run over to Trinex, right?
Yeah.
It should be, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because Tyler already got... yeah, there's nothing else to get in here, so...
I mean, they've got their silvers, so they've gone as far as Laser Bridge.
Yeah, so they're done. And then Frankie is just about out of here too. Now Frankie, however, did not get silvers because Tyler was the only one that found the bow in Mire.
Do a few more quick shout outs to people who have finished so far. 5th place is High Ruler with the 124.59. 6th place we have Humbug with the 125.09. 7th place, This Is Not Yoho with the 126.54, and TJ Maelstrom with the 129.26 in 8th place. And Frankie is now climbing as Tyler headed Tridex here. And finish up Crystal number 7 head GT himself.
I'm gonna head off, but thank you, Phoenix and Captain, for the commentary, and Kif and Artero for the tracking, and Akirahashi and everyone else for the restream of Speed Gaming, and everyone for watching, and Saz for the race. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
GG. Yep. Good luck and GG's.
Yeah, GG Spec. Thank you for such a great game.
I
Thank you, Ken.
echo all of that. Thank you, everybody. GG's to Specky.
Yeah, GG Saz. What an awesome game you both played. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right.
So the other two runners are just finishing up at this point. Tyler finishing up Trinex, and then going to go ahead and do their GT climb and finish up their Ganon fight. And Frankie is just about there to Aga 2, and then we'll get a Ganon fight there too. What a seed this was, though. My goodness. I thought at first when you had that mushroom that it was going to be a crazy seed with all kinds of problems, but no, it was just a straight line to the finish, wasn't it?
Yep. Nothing too out of the way. Just the ice rotted pod was really about the only thing that was far out of the way.
Yeah, it's like Spec said, knowing about an item, in this case, the bumper ledge, just having that knowledge actually hurt you in this seed. Yeah, I think that's an incredible observation that you think, oh, I'm going to scout an item where I'm going to do this and then know about this. And sometimes it actually ends up being a bad thing. That lamp coming in handy, though. Now, I think Tyler and Frankie are going to have an easier torch glitch on this one. And Tyler is going to have a much faster Ganon fight. But I still think just the way it looks right now, it looks like Frankie's still going to hold on to their lead over Tyler. What do you think?
Yeah. You know, these two runners is kind of like a tale of two different runs. Two people that found the lamp, two people that didn't, and two people that didn't finish first. So,
yeah, and two people got the gold sword, and two people didn't. Yeah. Tyler doesn't have gold sword. Oh no, wait, gold sword is here though, isn't it? On this climb or on the checks?
Yeah. It looks like Tyler's gonna go full left here, so he's gonna miss out on that.
Okay, all right. So I was reading that correctly then. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's hard to know, you know. Oh wow, and Frankie not getting a single. Oh, was that another miss? Oh, there we go. Now that we got some hits. Okay. At this point, you know, Frankie's got to feel a little tilted, right?
I would think so, yeah.
I know I would be.
Oh, yeah, and Tyler proving me wrong. Checking red room, I'm going to head back to the right side.
Okay, well, then Tyler is going to get their gold sword.
Okay. Fine, Tyler. I see how it is.
And Frankie going to go ahead and start their Ganon fight here very shortly. So this is going to be a silverless gold sword fight, very similar to what Specs just had. Making good use of that hook shot to avoid the fire bats. Looks like Frankie is going to opt to do the lamp torch glitch.
Yeah, it's definitely a safer option. Yeah.
And gets it. So this should be a nice, easy fight. Oh, my heart stopped. Oh, don't do that to us, Frankie. Commentator's curse again. Easy fight. Nope. Yeah, the silverless Ganon fight is never easy when you feel like you're behind. But handling it very well despite that. I mean, silverless Ganon fight is already kind of difficult for timing those spins. And if you time it the wrong way, you get frozen Ganon. Oh, there it is. Get your GGs in chat for Frankie.
GG Frankie Fusion Fishing. 10th place overall with 139.47.
I'll go with that.
And Tyler decided to forfeit.
Oh, almost done.
Yeah,
Understandable.
almost done, but yeah.
Understandable.
And
All right, get your GGs in chat.
For
Go
Tyler
ahead.
as well, yeah.
Yeah, everybody did such a great race. What a race. What a show.
Just Tyler decided not to go to pod to the last location.
But and in the booth now, we're joined by Tyler Salt. GG.
Hey,
Tyler.
GGs. Man, screw this.
Understandable.
Yeah. Just go to pod, huh?
Just go to pod.
Just
Unbelievable. Just go to pod.
Yeah.
It's because I wasn't in chat putting Leo's pendant Helma copy pasta in chat.
No, but you still played such a great game. Really just having that knowledge and going and getting those mitts first, it seemed. So now, did you scout? I didn't see. I forgot if you scouted the ledge.
The bumper ledge? No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay.
So I just got the cape, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I had too many crystals to do. I was just like, hold on, sorry, I gotta close my door. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I was like, oh, I've got more crystals to do. It was just like, maybe I expected the mitts to be in swamp, and then they weren't. But it's like, all right, well, I had left the like King's Tomb graveyard ledge area. I was like, all right, if I get the cape, I'll go lump it in with that. And so figured once I got the cape, I was like, all right, I'll do these mirror checks right next to swamp and then rush up and go right there.
I mean, that actually makes perfectly good routing sense. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really bit me by taking me even farther away from the ice rod. I mean,
Right.
like it's what I needed to do.
Mhm.
So I'm not upset about it, but it's just like here, have access to a bunch of things that you need to do, none of which has the ice rod. So that's rando.
Right. And I mean, it never feels good the last location, especially ice rod on an ice rod hunt.
Yeah.
But
I figured I would play aggressively and go up to TR, which is something that I advocate, play to win. And then I'm just annoyed that I went to ice first and got the lamp, which baited me into that stupid mushroom.
Yeah, we figured that would. We were hoping it didn't, but once we saw it, it was. No.
At that point, I was just like, all right, if it's in pod, which has been available for forever, I'm gonna do really bad. So I figured I would take a swing at. I was like, all right, Aga is finally in logic. Let's go for this. If it's here, I look like a big brain genius.
Right.
And if it's not, I forfeit in last place on the restream, and it's fine.
Right. No, and the thing is that all those are really valid and make a lot of sense and would be the right call under normal circumstances. Sure, I would have done the same thing.
Casual boots is dumb. I don't know though. I don't play this mode very often, and I think it's gonna stay that way. I didn't join the tournament, but I was just like, oh, SpeckyClip, all right, I can do this, and I got to do the SpeckyClip on restream, even if it didn't matter.
Now, did you see? Go ahead,
if
Captain.
If it makes you feel any better, Specky messed up the SpeckyClip.
Keck W, amazing. Come on, Specs, it's your clip. I learned that 30 minutes before the race started.
And you were the only runner on the restream that managed to get silvers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was practicing my mimic clip, and so I was prepared to sit in GT trying to mimic click the mimics for as long as it took. And then I got the bow. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't even remember where were the. I don't even remember the silvers. Were they in?
So
TR Laser Bridge.
They're in Laser Bridge, yeah, and everybody else had the damn ice rod, so
Right.
they just skipped
Yeah.
it.
And you got the bow and mire, which nobody else got.
Which nobody else got.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. So they only got the Laser Bridge bow, the inline one. But yes.
When did everybody go to pod?
It varied.
Because I never felt like I always had something way better to do.
So Specs, he never scouted the bumper ledge. So as soon as he got Cape, he didn't know about bumper ledge, and he eventually found himself in pod.
Oh yeah.
However, Frankie did scout bumper ledge and went straight there after getting Cape. So there was a little bit of difference and divergence. And I think Saws was a little bit more delayed getting over there, but eventually found pod as well.
Yeah, I think that if I hadn't gone straight up and gotten the mitts, I probably would have gone to pod next, which, feels bad to make the right call and be punished for it.
Right.
Or make a good call and be punished for it. But,
exactly. Yeah, Rando never fair.
Specky was essentially Mets go mode at that point, so he was prepared to do some mimic clipping and stuff, so he wasn't checking anything else.
Almost nothing was locked by the mitts. So the only thing that was required that was locked by the mitts was the bow. I'm pretty sure. And
the lamp too, but
who cares? Let the lamp. I love the lamp, but it didn't matter today. Just make sure that Scottish Brave doesn't get mad at me. I do love lamp.
All right, we'll clip that for her. Just give me a second. Okay.
It did hack me real hard today, though. So
yeah.
All right. Thanks for the restream. I appreciate it, and thanks for the interview. I'll pop out so you can talk to Frankie.
Oh, thank you, Tyler. Great game.
Thank you, Tyler. Yep. GG's.
Thanks, chat. Bye.
And I see Frankie down there. You can come on up and join us whenever you're ready, Frankie.
There we go.
Yeah, and we are joined by Frankie Fusion. GG.
Thank you very much. That seed was going so well for me.
It was actually.
I mistracked Meyer. If I didn't mistrack Meyer and I got that bow, maybe I would have went the pod before ice.
Okay.
That's why I made the dumb play to re-dip swamp, because I'm like, all right, this is eating at my brain now. Like,
no, that makes sense actually, because we weren't sure, because Specs also, both Specs and Saws didn't go there, so we figured you were just, hey, you know what, I'm doing it. But it did kind of surprise that you would do the skip with the ice rod still outstanding, of course. But no, it was you still made good calls through the whole thing. It's just you had that knowledge, and it seemed like you heard us earlier saying it, but that's what did you in, was knowing that mitts was there.
Yeah,
with the cape. Yeah.
So it's funny. I'm a part of the mentor tournament, and my mentor and I have had serious debate on my routing once I get to Dark World. I am a firm dip the front of Skull Woods and check bumper ledge. I've seen way too many seeds where there's something on that ledge. And unless you have the mirror and unless you have the cape, it's very hard to route that in. So I try to just get it in first, but going into Dark World already with Fire Rod and everything, I was like, all right, this is easy. Just clear Skull Woods if it's a crystal. And it was, obviously, and then boom, it helped me out so much. And skipping left side swamp was the very first time I ever did that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not a skipper at all. Normally I'm not, but I was just like, just keep going. It's one check, keep going.
Yeah, and that makes sense though. I mean, I actually agree with that. Go find out what it is, sure. It did bite you a little bit. Or a lot, but I think, me personally, you would have eventually found yourself over there, but it just seems like every single check you did kind of led you, down a different rabbit hole each time. But
Which
I
is
think
why
yeah.
I'm a little upset. I skipped the Misery Mile. I mistracked that
Mhm.
because like the seed really led you where it wanted you to go.
Right.
And it was, if I had just gotten that bow, I knew firsthand. Of course, I may have done Eastern because it was Green Pendant and it's a faster dungeon. But
Yeah.
what's the old saying? Always believe in Pendant Pod. That's what I'm doing.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, there's always something in there.
Right.
Yeah. What is it? 5? Is it 5 items?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 in
So,
Pod.
yeah,
And then
5
it would have
in
been
Pod.
4 in Eastern with a quicker clear.
Right.
And because of the Green Pendant tournament, but still, it's
Yeah.
a toss up.
It is. No, I agree with you. No, and you played it so brilliantly. I mean, once you figured it out and you said, "Hey, look, this is where I do need to go," you went there right away. I mean,
Right.
And the logic would have already led you to Ice Palace anyway to get that lamp if you were following logic. So you really did play it in a logical way. So it does make sense. You just had that extra knowledge, and then, like you said, the mistrack. But I mean, geez, what a great exhibition that all of you put on for that, and you did fantastic.
I was super happy to get SpeckyClip. I was happy to do that for the first time ever. So that was a little exciting. Once I got the flippers and then the mirror, I was like, oh, thank God. And then the early hook shot in Thieves Town was like, yay, we get to do this. We get to do a thing on Restream. Let's do
That's right. And of course, as Captain likes to point out, Specky did not get the clip.
So I hopped into the Twitch stream right after I had finished. As I said, this is my first Restream, first time doing any of this, so I didn't know. I didn't have comment like jumping in for interviews and all that, but that was the first thing I heard, and I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that he screwed it up. I appreciate that, because I've seen so many great players that get things so easy, like IPBJ and Hammer Yum. They make it look easy, and I'm over here like pixelating it on my controller, like we got this, So
yeah,
it makes you see they are human after all.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, he missed his own clip. But that is fantastic, and you definitely didn't slouch. You definitely showed that you can, hang with these guys with these really good times here. So don't put yourself down in that way. I think you've really got it. You got a talent. You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I've come a long way. I'm a part of multitudes of Discords, and I've as Arier and Structural Mike had said about a couple weeks ago, I'm in everybody's channel. I lurk a lot of people. And it helps with seeing so many different mentalities and directions and routing and knowledge and gameplay. And this is a game I've been playing since I was yay high, and it's good to have more knowledge on the facts, and playing people that I have been playing and pushing myself. It's helped.
Absolutely. And just with the aspect of randomizer, you get a different game each and every time, but it's still fun to play.
Especially with all of the music. So I mean, I love that. I love more than anything. So. But,
yeah, unless you have a vanilla big key in GT, and then it's kind of like sad.
Yeah, or my last seed in constant tile room. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I speaking of GT, the Mimics 1 and Mimics 2, I was a little scared because I only had 8 arrows, and then I screwed it up, and I was like, of course. Like, it was great. I love it. I love GT Climb. It's the best ever.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
About to go.
And then I also noticed you went to a little used room to get fairies in your GT climb too.
And I couldn't capture the damn.
And you couldn't capture.
I'm like, I am so glad this happened on Restream. I'm just waiting for it. Like, oh Jesus. I'm just over here swinging. I'm like SpongeBob trying to catch jellyfish over here. What the heck is going on?
Don't worry. I don't think anybody saw it except me. I think everybody else.
Yeah.
Chad wasn't paying attention to the Restream. Yeah,
No.
totally. No.
No, nobody was watching that.
Yeah. This is a VOD I will not watch. I'm just kidding.
That's great.
Man. But listen, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. appreciate the compliments. Honestly, you know, these guys are great. So it's seeing the difference, like Specs' time to mine. That's, you know, that's so much more experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then things happen, you know, and
Yeah.
that's one thing I was told recently from a bunch of people, that you can't take it personally. Just
That's right.
learn, keep moving on.
Yeah,
So,
That's right. That's right.
thank you guys so much for the talk and for the seed and for commentating. This was
And-
awesome.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for the great game and the great show. You're definitely talented.
Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
good luck in the mentor tournament there.
Thank
What's
you.
going on?
I appreciate it. You guys have yourselves a good rest of your day, and see you on the next one.
We'll see you then.
Right.
Thank you. You as well.
And that's going to do it for us, I guess. Then I guess we're all done.
Well, thank you, Captain. I had a great time calming with you. I hope we get to do this again soon.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right.
And
Well,
shout outs
everybody
to
out
our-
there, go ahead. Sorry.
Shout outs to our trackers, Artero and Kip again. Thank you for clicking the buttons for us there, and thank you for co-commenting with me. It was a pleasure.
It was my pleasure. And thank you, chat, for tuning in. And I guess when's the next game going on? Did they already publish that?
There's a daily race. There's one tomorrow. Let me check the time real quick. I don't have the thing open. Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't know.
Oh, that's okay. I failed too.
Tomorrow, 11 p.m. Eastern, we have Inversia.
Ooh, that is going to be fun.
Yeah,
Oh, there
all
it
you
is.
inverted fans out there, there's the schedule.
There we go.
All right, and be sure to keep your channels tuned to all the Speed Gaming channels, Speed Gaming Prime, Speed Gaming 226, and plenty of more tournament action coming up with the Casual Boots tournament, which will feature the mode we just watched here today. So, yep, we'll keep an eye open, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.